Hello there, how are you all doing? First of all, thanks for all the comments on the last video. The one where I asked for requests in the comments to see which direction I was going to go next with my next System for Dummies episode. It's looking like I'm going to be doing a combination of all three topics that are in that, which is basically the three pillars of society that all societies are based around, the symbology of the system and their ideology and religious beliefs, shall we say, spiritual beliefs. Someone also suggested incorporating crypto in there, the symbology behind crypto, and I thought that was an excellent idea, so I'm going to be doing that as well. So it's looking like it'll be if not a full, maybe 1 hour episode, it may be two, because there is quite a lot of information that needs to be conveyed. But I've already started filming, so it's coming. It'll probably be out next Sunday. That's not what I'm going to talk about. It's not what I want to talk about. It was something I saw a few days ago, and it got me thinking. If you followed me for a while and you've watched me Epics Wars and maybe Alien Tech series, you'll know that one of the things that I'm pretty certain is that happens around the world is that wars, although it's not the sole purpose, I'm 95% sure it's a pretty large factor, that most wars are started off these days in certain areas to extract ancient technology or to hide the existence of an ancient civilization, which is where the system comes from, the same civilization. This is where we get all of our mythologies about the gods: Norse, Roman, Greek, Sumerian, Aztec, you name it. Where a lot of our folklore comes from, a lot of our legends come from. And what sort of piqued my interest was a post that someone made on X, and it was about this. That there really piqued my interest. You see, it got me so intrigued, I had to go and have a look, just to make sure that what they were saying was right. That the Venezuelans had found some sort of ancient civilization in the jungle. And it was currently, well, it was until Maduro was taken away, being guarded by the Venezuelan army. And I'll be honest, it took a lot of digging, but then I found this. You see what's there? Very interesting, isn't it? Almost too interesting, would you say? You see, one of the things that happened, as is explained in that post that screenshot's from, was the unusual behaviour of the US Army when they went into Iraq. And then the activities of not just the US Army, but then Al-Qaeda afterwards. Oh, sorry, ISIS. CIA at the end of the day. They were tasked in the nations that they were rising up in to demolish certain sites, destroy certain artifacts because they were un-Islamic. And yet an artifact that's 2,000-3,000 years old over here that they say is un-Islamic. There's one further down the road that's even more un-Islamic and even more haram that they leave alone. They've been very selective. Same thing happened in Afghanistan. The Taliban were destroying statues that were un-Islamic, but then ignoring other ones, other sites that were just as un-Islamic, left them alone entirely. The Azov Brigade in the Ukraine were targeting certain areas in the Donbass because of what was there. What they found in Crimea, when word got out, Putin sent when he annexed Crimea, he didn't send any of his troops, his best troops, to the borders of Crimea where you'd think he'd send them, or to the infrastructure. He sent them all to that site where Vitaly Gola found that pyramid under the ground. Weird, isn't it? And then he did 14 dives personally off the coast of Crimea, around that area, around that wildlife reserve, supposed wildlife reserve. He also set up the St. Petersburg Department of Marine Archaeology in their university, which did just under 180 dives just around that Crimean coast alone before they were disbanded in 2020 after COVID. Oh no, sorry, no, 2022 after all of that kicked off in Ukraine. A lot of them were Spetsnaz, you see, Spetsnaz divers, because they were highly trained with diving. Some of them actually had an interest in archaeology and became part of their marine archaeology department. A marine archaeology department in a completely landlocked city. They just have the better equipment. And again, if you've been watching my Epics Wars and maybe Alien Tech series, you'll know about what's been found in Ukraine, what's been found in the Donbass, all over there. And why they're fighting over it so much. Lots of things underground there that shouldn't be there. Lots of very technological things, shall we say. Same with the Karahora structure, yeah, which is on the border of Georgia and Kabardino-Balkaria, which is a province of Russia. Again, Georgian war was likely started to hide the fact that they were looking there. It seems to be a common theme. So when something like that turns up, and then all of a sudden America is kicking off with Maduro, makes you think, doesn't it? Thanks for watching.